People are toxic, and I really learnt this especially when I used to play a game called VR Chat. And this is a game in virtual reality where you talk to strangers, mainly Americans, and there's different worlds you could play and all this shit. And what I used to do on the game is just mess around and troll, annoy people, lightheartedly, of course. I rarely ever went too far, but if I did take it that step too far, I always felt bad afterwards because obviously I'm not a dickhead. I'm a nice person deep down, and I'm just here for the bands. I'm not here to generally hurt people, so that's why I never purposely ever took it too far. But yeah, I just used to, like, for example, just do a girl voice and just pretend to be a girl, or speak with a lisp and like pretend to be a nerd, and just try and make people laugh. So nothing too deep, right? But people have said some horrible things to me on that game just because I was having a bit of fun, and the main thing said to me was for me to kill myself. Now, I'm a very strong person, and I definitely don't give a shit about what lowlifes say to me on an online game. I don't care. What annoys me is how fucked this world is. The last time somebody told me to kill myself, I started to get a little bit serious with the guy, which I didn't usually do. Like, if someone would tell me to kill myself on the game, I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, man. But this time, it just annoyed me, and I felt like it was right. So I said, listen, man, I'm sorry you're insecure, bro. Like, I couldn't be that insecure of my life to tell someone to kill themselves. That's outrageous. And he started taking it even like steps further and was like, bro, I don't care, bro. Overdose on drugs. Hang yourself with a noose, bro. I don't care, bro. Kill yourself. And then I just started to say, man, bro, what do your parents think of you, bro? Do your parents love you? Like, do your parents generally love you for you to say shit like that? What would they think if they heard you speaking like this? He was like, yeah, my parents love me. I don't think they'd love you if they heard what you were saying. If his parents are good people, a good person would never respect someone telling someone else to kill themselves, right? And I also told him, what if someone you loved killed themselves, right? I just really wanted to try and give him that realization that what he's saying is so outrageous. Sorry for the sun. I know the sun's like shining right on me. It's so hard to keep my eyes open. Anyways, doesn't matter, right? Then he says along the lines of, I don't remember what he exactly said, but he said, already happened to me plenty of times, bro. Basically referencing that apparently people that he's loved have unfortunately killed themselves in the past, right? And then he started having a bit of a mental breakdown, not crying, right? But just saying the only reason he hasn't killed himself yet is because of his parents and his girlfriend, and he's not happy, and he hates life, he doesn't like life. And this really just confirmed to me 100%. Like, I knew I was right 99%, but this really confirmed to me 100% that he's insecure. And this is me talking about anyone that's told someone to kill themselves. They're insecure and fucking hell, I can't even speak. They're insecure and unhappy with their lives. So, they take it out on others on a game because it gives them that sense of validation, that like sense of purpose to, bring people down with them. If I'm sad, you're going to be sad too. And I've spoken about this before, but, I really want to speak about this topic in more detail. Two wrongs do not make a right. I'm going to repeat that. Two wrongs do not make a right. Just because you don't like life doesn't give you the excuse, and certainly does not make it right to tell someone to kill themselves. So you're probably wondering, how did I respond to this guy after his breakdown? Did I make fun of him for it? Did I laugh at him for it? Because it would have been a perfect opportunity to get back at him, right, for telling me to kill myself. And it would have been deserved, right? So did I do that? No, of course I didn't, because two wrongs don't make a right. I told him, I was almost being his therapist, telling him that I hope you find happiness, and you will find happiness if you're kinder to people, and for him to take care of his parents and girlfriend, and to never kill himself, and all this stuff. And he wasn't listening, as I thought he wouldn't, because when you're that young and immature and almost disgusting, you can't really take real shit seriously. So he was just saying stuff like, oh yeah, well, I'll take care of myself, and just being weird. Just Americans, they're fucking weird, right? I'm joking, but some are not. And then he just said afterwards that he was just playing and he'd never kill himself, which I hope is true. I hope he'd never kill himself, but the point is, he's still not happy with life. And let's be fair, someone like that, someone that insecure and low, has probably had thoughts of killing themselves before. Even if they say they've never done it, they've had thoughts, and that's not good. So even though our conversation didn't end too well between me and him, I hope that, he can take something from the conversation and realize that you can find happiness if you're just nicer to people, a kinder person. He's obviously broken inside, and no one's ever tried to speak to him on a real before, making me think that he doesn't have good parents and doesn't have a good girlfriend. Because let's talk about the parents, right? If I if I was a parent, my kid would never say anything like that. I don't believe you can have good parents. I don't believe someone could be a good parent if their kid is telling other people online to kill themselves. Like, very bad parenting, right? I blame the parents for a lot of people's mistakes. And, so I thought, hey, why not I, a random person on the internet, a random person on this video game, talk to him myself? And no, I'm not making this video to praise myself, to get praise, right? Because why should I get praise? Kindness should be automatic. It should be, the first level, right? Standard, especially in a serious situation like this. I made this video to spread the message that, one, to not take life seriously, especially over a video game. Grow up, right? Two, don't ever tell anyone to kill themselves, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what they've done, no matter what they've said. Never tell anyone to kill themselves, because someone killing themselves is the worst thing anyone could do to themselves, right? And if you were the reason why someone killed themselves, you would think, yeah, I'll be all right. It wouldn't be too, like, you would not be able to live with yourself, bro. Because deep down, we're all nice people. Deep down, we've all got a tad bit of niceness to us, right? Even the people that you think are the cruelest of the cruel, right? You would not be able to live with yourself unless you're some psychopath, right? That just doesn't experience normal emotion, right? If you're an average person, you will feel bad with yourself. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it just to, try and get above them to tell someone to kill themselves. 3, if anyone ever does tell you to kill yourself, try to give them a big reality check so they can walk away from the conversation and just think to themselves, wow, I'm a fucked up human being. What is wrong with me? When other men tell men to kill themselves, especially over something like a video game, it disgusts me. It really does, because as you should know, men, teenagers, boys as young as, 11, 12, have the largest rate of suicide compared to girls. So us men, teenagers and boys should be sticking together and supporting one another during this crisis to decrease these numbers and not make it worse. People are fucked, and degeneracy is rising, unfortunately. I feel like wokeness is dying. Like there's 60 genders. I feel like that shit's dying, but degeneracy, like fucking, like hoes, like women, like sexualizing themselves, and men just like partying and doing drugs. I feel like that's rising, but I feel like wokeness is dying. That's a topic for another day, right? I was told in crazy detail one time on VR chat that someone wanted me, this low life, right? This absolute disgrace, like, and to me, to be fair, this actually might be worse than when someone tells you to kill yourself, because anyone can say that, right? But this is what he said was crazy. He said that he said that he wanted me to have a daughter, and then when she gets to the age of 15, 16, she gets molested. What the hell? It's fucked. It is fucked. Sorry to end this video on a bad note, but you really need to prepare yourself for these people in life, because, over the game, it's not that deep, most of the time, the majority of the time, it's just little nerds chatting shit. They don't really mean it. But there's people that actually say this fucked up shit in real life too. There's some mad, disgusting people out there. So you need to prepare yourself so you do not get hurt, or you will get hurt, and it will fuck you up. And you cannot let these people win. So if you want to watch a more positive video, just add a sprinkle of lightheartedness to the end of the video, right? If you want to watch a more positive video of mine, check out the video on screen now, where I talk about the benefits of being kind to one another. And if you feel suicidal, please talk to someone, anyone, even me, right? If you're watching this video right now and you feel suicidal, you want to give up, or you just feel a bit sad even, right? It doesn't have to be suicide. It doesn't have to be that extreme. You might not want to kill yourself, right? put it in the comment section. You know, I'm happy to talk to anyone. You know, it's my job. Well, I say it's my job. I don't get paid for this, right? But I would love this to be a money making job where I can actually help and support people and make men stronger men, right? It's my little, it's not my little catchphrase, but it's like it's my YouTube bio, my Twitter bio, my Instagram bio, all my social media bios. I want to make men stronger men, right? So if you ever feel fucked, put something in the comments and I'll definitely respond, because I rarely ever get comments, so I'll definitely see your comment if you want to put it in there. And also try watching this video from me explaining why you should never give up on Screen Now. I think it's a good one. It's quite an old one, but I think it's a good one. Thank you for watching. You are loved, especially from me. And bye-bye. Never give up.